People thought they knew what to expect from BLACKPINK's arrival at Incheon Airport, but nothing could have prepared anyone for the atmosphere that started forming even before the girls stepped out. It was the kind of tension you can't explain, the kind that makes your chest tighten without knowing why. Fans pressed against the barriers, reporters checked their cameras again and again, and security whispered to each other as if something unusual was about to unfold. No one knew what it was, but everyone felt it. A strange silence crawled across the terminal, the kind that comes right before a moment you never forget. Then the sliding doors opened. A figure stepped out. Jennie, walking with her head slightly lowered, her coat drifting behind her as if she had just stepped out of a dream. Her movements were calm, but her eyes kept scanning the area, almost as if she was searching for someone or something. The crowd erupted, yet Jennie didn't respond with her usual spark. She looked focused, serious, maybe even worried, though she hid it well behind her mask. Something about her made fans raise their phones higher, sensing the beginning of a story they didn't understand yet. A second figure emerged, Jisoo. She walked slowly, her posture elegant, but there was a stiffness in her movements, a kind of hesitation she rarely showed in public. She glanced back for just a second, barely noticeable, but that tiny movement was enough to make the fans scream louder, as if they had seen a glitch in a moment that was supposed to be perfect. She wasn't fully present. Her attention was somewhere else. Someone else. And the crowd felt it. Rose came out next, her steps light but her expression uncharacteristically serious. Her hair fell naturally across her shoulders, but she kept touching it, tucking it behind her ear in a nervous gesture she only makes when something weighs on her mind. Fans zoomed in on her eyes, searching for answers. Rose wasn't avoiding the cameras. She was avoiding something deeper, something behind her. Something that was still about to walk through those doors. For a moment, everything froze. The security stepped forward as if something important was coming. Cameras lifted again. Fans held their breath. And then Lisa appeared. She wasn't walking with her usual bounce. She wasn't smiling with her usual spark. Her hoodie was pulled over her hair, her steps slower than anyone expected, and even from afar people could feel it. Something was off. Not in a dramatic or dangerous way, but in a human way. A real way. The way someone looks when the world has been loud for too long and they finally let the tiredness settle into their bones. It wasn't sadness. It wasn't weakness. It was simply the truth behind the spotlight, and that truth hit her members instantly. Jennie stopped mid-step. Rose turned around completely. Jisoo froze as if someone had called her name. For a split second, Lisa didn't notice. She just kept walking, unaware of the way her presence shifted the entire energy in that terminal. But the other three didn't wait for explanations. Instinct moved faster than thought. And suddenly, in a moment no one predicted, Jennie walked back toward her. Rose followed. Jisoo drifted toward them like the gravity between the four had pulled them into the same point. The fans screamed louder, confused, curious, desperate to see what would happen next. Reporters almost tripped over their own equipment. Security hesitated. Everyone could feel the tension melting into something warmer, something deeper. Lisa finally looked up, and that was the moment everything broke open. Jennie reached her first. She didn't say anything the cameras could record, but her hand touched Lisa's arm with a softness that made fans gasp. Rose stood right behind her, eyes filled with a kind of concern only someone who truly understands can show. Jisoo approached quietly, as if stepping into a sacred moment she didn't want to disrupt. And then it happened. The moment that stopped the entire airport. All three members leaned in and wrapped their arms around Lisa, pulling her into a hug so real, so unfiltered, so raw that even through the noise, even through the chaos, even through the flashing lights, it felt silent. A silence full of warmth. The kind of silence that speaks louder than any interview or press release ever could. Fans screamed, but not in the usual excited way. It was a different kind of sound, a sound of shock, of emotion, of witnessing a rare glimpse into the private world of people the world thinks they know but never truly sees. Cameras clicked relentlessly, but even the reporters felt something shift inside them. That hug wasn't a performance. It wasn't planned. It wasn't for show. It was real, born from something deep between four people who had grown together through years of pressure, success, exhaustion, and unspoken support. Lisa's shoulders softened. Her body leaned into them. For a few seconds that felt like a lifetime, she wasn't an idol in front of fans. She was just Lisa, held by the people who care about her the most. And the moment hit the internet like a meteor. Clips spread instantly. Fans replayed them over and over, searching every angle. Why did they hug her like that? What happened in Manila? What happened on the flight? Why did Jennie look worried before Lisa came out? Why did Rose seem tense? Why did Jisoo keep turning back? The questions multiplied, not because the moment felt scandalous, but because it felt meaningful, emotional, human. And when people see something real in a world filled with filters and rehearsed smiles, they hold on to it. They don't look away. They don't skip. They watch, and watch, and watch again. Meanwhile, inside the airport, the hug ended, but something lingered in the air. A warmth, a calmness, a silent understanding. Jennie whispered something to Lisa, something soft enough that no microphone could capture. Rose gave a gentle pat on her back. Jisoo brushed Lisa's hair off her shoulder, like an older sister taking care of a younger one. These gestures weren't big, but they were honest. And honesty is the one thing fans feel instantly, even through screens. The girls continued walking, but now they moved together, closer than before. Every step felt synced, every glance between them filled with a quiet message. Fans kept filming, but they watched with a different kind of attention. Not for content, for emotion. And that emotion didn't fade. The internet lit up with theories, but none of them were dark or dramatic. People weren't trying to create scandals. They were trying to understand a moment that touched them deeper than entertainment. Some believed Lisa was simply exhausted. Some thought she had an emotional moment after the Manila show. Others guessed something heartfelt happened backstage between the members before leaving the Philippines, but the truth didn't need to be known. The moment itself said more than explanations ever could. By the time the members reached their vans, the crowd had grown even larger. Fans kept waving, calling out their names, sending love, sending comfort. And the girls, even behind their masks, seemed calmer, more grounded, more connected. The vans drove away, but the story didn't end there. People kept replaying the hug, analyzing it frame by frame, not out of obsession, but out of admiration. It felt like watching a rare, precious moment of sisterhood in its purest form. And that's why viewers don't click away. And even after the vans disappeared into the distance, something in the air refused to settle. Fans who had witnessed the moment in person stood frozen for a while, replaying everything in their minds as if afraid they might forget a single detail. Online, the clip kept climbing, reaching thousands, then millions as people around the world discovered the moment for the first time. It didn't matter if they were hardcore fans or casual viewers. Something about the sincerity of that hug pulled everyone into the same emotional gravity. The story no longer belonged only to the airport crowd. It became a global heartbeat, shared by people who didn't even speak the same language.